Well, thanks everybody for coming. You want to talk about the terms of endearment or
Okay. Savage Joy, if you are listening, I sent you the DM on Twitter from Steve. Oh my gosh. Guess what? Savage Joy, if you are listening.
I hear the loop.
There you are.
Dude, oh my God. I tried going on my phone and it logged me out and I needed a new fucking password and oh my God. So
You did it.
I was planning to go live, but I ain't gonna do that to you because I know we have a lot of the same viewers. So I was like, all right, look, I'm just gonna come up in your stream then. So
Hell yeah.
Get all up in here.
Oh,
Go for it.
Yeah. And yeah, Applejack is the man. He's my one of my Twitter crushes. It's true. You heard it here first. But that's because he says those sweet pickup lines.
Right? Who could blame you?
Sweet pickup lines.
You can like win Joy over. You just have to have like the cheesy pickup lines. Applejack is a pro. He won her over. You got it. It's not hard, guys. It's not hard.
I think one of the gems he gave me was if I wrote the alphabet, I'd put you and I together. Like, oh my God, swoon.
So cute.
Just hearts. But no, he is fine. I just saw him last night for the first time and I was like, I messaged him, you fine? Because he's always like Joy's sexy. And I was like, all right, let me see what he looks like. But I'm married. I'm just joking, I'm married. But yeah, so I wanted to jump in because the whole reason all this shit started was because there's this People's Party is doing a fucking end the war type, march, which is fine, obviously.
Yeah, we're like all about ending the war. Like we're behind that. But where's
Nick Branagh has been questioned for years about his lack of financial transparency. So, wait, why am I echoing? Am I on? I think, okay, I see why. So, basically, what I did was I actually just went in the comments and was like, I'm still echoing. I think I'm in twice. Let me see here.
I think she'll be right back. John Kemper goes, perhaps not put left in your name unless you know what it means.
Thank you.
And we're not here to like shit on anybody. We're like, that's not like.
And that's hence the reason why it was a private email that I sent to a guy. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't come on here and blast him and be like, oh, he's a piece of shit. That's what. Blah, 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 blah. I just don't find that helpful for anyone. You know what I mean? For whatever good work he is doing, which I'm 100% for. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to shit on that. I'm just saying, just be a real fucking person, man.
So, John,
okay, maybe it's a good thing I didn't go live on my own channel because I'm just a fucking mess tonight.
So I gotta read this comment for you. John Kemper said, perhaps not put left in your name unless you know what it means.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the rest of what happened after. So you're getting to the part that led to suddenly Steve getting smeared online.
All I know is I was at work. I came back. I was talking about this march that I'm gonna get to, and I came back and it was just like a shitstorm, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? So in any case, the post was about this People's Party march. It's like the Libertarian and the Libertarian Party and the People's Party. So they're doing this anti-war march. Absolutely, I'm anti-imperialist. Let's go. Let's make a lot of them. But their vegan succubus pointed out they're raising $45,000. Now, me and Vegan have organized marches and events in DC in the same exact place, and no, it's not $45,000. It's not. And Vegan and I were lead national organizers on 56 actions. 56. And it didn't even come close to 45,000. Okay. And then we did another DC last year. Didn't come close to 45,000. And they're saying, oh, but we need porta pots and this. Yeah, so did we. We rented porta pots. We rented stage, sound system, guys to help with the sound system, ASL interpreters, wheelchair lift, ramp, you name it. We fucking had all that shit. Okay, so don't tell me that costs $45,000 fucking dollars. It doesn't.
Right.
So they're trying to equivocate all this shit, and I'm like, we're talking from experience. Me and Vegan fucking did this. She's the one that handled the expenses. You can go to our website and see everything broken down. No,
the M for all, right?
Yeah, M4all.com.
They have all their financials right on their website. Like, we can pull it up if we need to.
So
that's how it should be.
Yeah. I mean, if people are giving us money, they deserve to see. So I'm sorry, $45,000, no. And people are like, well, that's for production. What the fuck do you mean production? It's a fucking rally. What the fuck are you producing? I asked straight up, is this a fucking banquet with lobster and steak? Like, what the fuck costs $45,000? I've organized dozens of action. Dozens.
Is Kid Rock playing or something? What's happening there? I don't know.
Jesus. Like, no, really. Let's be honest. What the fuck are you raising money for? Because they already have over $15,000 that's been donated. And I'm sorry, people have a right to ask them where the fuck the money's going and shit like that. And I'm sorry, especially when it's someone who's been questioned in the past about their, lack of transparency, especially monetarily. That is not something you should get defensive about. It is very different when we, organize for healthcare and we're looking to raise like $1,000 here and there, and we're specifically saying it is for a wheelchair ramp, it is for a wheelchair lift, and we are posting a picture of the quote, and people are still like, oh, you're grifters, and we're like literally giving tangibles for it, because that's always how we've been straight up. And Jason was not just asking certain people he was not. He came in my fucking thing in my show last night and asked me about my Patreon. I don't care. I'm fucking broke. Ask me. I don't give a fuck. I make $71 a month. Okay.
I think we make like 45 now for the two of us. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I love every single person because they're mostly $3. And I know $3 is a fucking lot of money right now. So, I'm not working manual labor in a fucking unheated, unair conditioned warehouse because I'm making money like, fucking, doing shows and shit. That's not why I do this shit. So ask me all you want. I'll fucking tell you. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. So the fact that anyone, of these organizers or attendees or whoever they are getting salty because people are saying this number I've organized in that same exact city This number does not even close to coincide. And they haven't said shit about making it accessible. So I don't see anything on there about, ramps or lifts or any. They have a jumbotron for a rally. You need a fucking jumbotron? Like, all I'm saying, people, is just please be conscientious of what you donate to. Because if you even give $5 to a place like that who's not being transparent, you could give that $5 directly to someone who needs mutual aid that will help them. Period. I'm sorry. Even if, let's say if they end up spending $45,000, don't tell me every single one of those things is a necessity, because it's not. So maybe they will spend that money, but it's not necessary. So that to me, as an organizer, I'm just like, $45,000. And then someone responded and said, no, we may actually go over that and need to raise it. What?
That's insane. Is it their first rally? Do they you know what I mean? Like, if to just do like reinforced sound for an event like that, you know what I mean? You can get away pretty friggin' cheap today. If you bought that gear at all before, you know what I mean? You absolutely can. If you're buying everything outright, if you're just leasing it, it's going to cost you like 1/10 of what it would cost to buy it outright. It's like, there's no reason.
They were talking about hiring someone to film it. Okay, well, there are 2 documentarians in DC who I've used for free to film events. So no, just stop. You're not trying, okay? You can get churches to donate chairs and tables for free. You can, there are so many things you can do. You're not trying, okay? Let's just get that straight. You're not trying. And then they're like, well, give us some names and stuff. We did all the work. You fucking do the work. I'm not giving you fucking names. Do it your damn self. We spent months trying to find best prices of everything and shit, because we didn't take people's money for granted. We didn't want to pay more for something that we didn't have to, because that's more money people who are hurting would have to donate. That's what you do if you actually care about the people helping you. And they're like, oh, we're just going to get a jumbotron and all this shit. Like, I've never heard of a fucking jumbotron at an anti-war protest.
Well, there's going to be a rave during the event, right?
Well, that's worth it then. Glow sticks are expensive, silly string.
$45,000 buys a lot of Molly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Applejack, I want to assure you that I will wire Lucky's financials over ASAP for your scrutiny.
I need a copy.
All right, we're gonna make it. We're gonna do it in triplicate.
Okay.
We'll send it off. We get it notarized and stuff.
Okay. I need a handwritten copy, because I need to make sure that you guys didn't pay someone to fake it.
Right.
I know you guys are living large. Okay.
We won't put it on the regular letterhead,
Yeah. I mean, if you take away my green screen, you will see my dresser. I mean, I'm living large in this studio with this paid producer and shit. I
don't really live in a mushroom forest.
Fourth wall. Come on.
Yeah, it's so bananas. They always and that's the thing, is that's why people like me and for all and stuff get called grifters, that overused pathetic term, because there are so many people who aren't transparent. And then, in July, we were accused of taking Soros money, even though our financials are on the fucking website.
Yep. They were accused, and Steve and I stood up for them and said that their financials were on the website live in real time. And guess what? We're the ones who got canceled by the people saying it.
Yeah, and there's no evidence of it either, because that's the best way to make sure transparency is maintained. Is to delete the videos.
They got accused of taking George Soros' money. from people who said they've been to George Soros events.
Right, and
then
Steve
and I called them out, and we got canceled by these people.
I mean, in fairness, George Soros is very pro Medicare for all, so
Sure.
I understand why they would think that, and I understand why he would only give a few $1,000s. It's not like he gives 50,000, 100,000. It's no.
You're not a super PAC?
What's that?
You're not a super PAC?
No, I don't have the fancy hats, so I don't have a super PAC.
You got to get one of those hats, man. They're super nice.
I don't have a red one. I have this color.
Oh, that's why they didn't give you the money. I told you it has to be a different color.
I think it's supposed to be red, but I don't. I like this color. Leo and I have matching hats.
But yeah, I wanted to vent about that because as actual organizers, we're in the chat like, no, this isn't feasible. You are lying. You are taking people's money. And I feel really bad because people who do donate to actions, they really are well-meaning people. They are.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, I can't go, but I strongly support anti-war. And they think they're helping. And they are, but maybe just not the way they think they are.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so fucked up. Like you're like crooked businessmen because or women, but you know what I mean? Because you're not being transparent about money. That's why I'm hosting. I'm still looking for bands, by the way. Jesse Jett, Steve Cutler, they're both down, of course, because they always support us. But on my channel, I'm having a virtual concert for mutual aid. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to put up a new link to someone's mutual aid every time a new performer comes on so that people can directly donate to them their mutual aid. I don't want to see it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Don't send it to me. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to know how much. I don't care. I don't need that stress. I don't need the accusations. I just want to help these people. That's it. Period. And those are the kinds of things you try to do if you really want to help people. You don't even want to be involved. You want it to go right to them. End of story. So yeah, if you're a musician or know a musician, please hit me up on Twitter, or if not through Lucky or Steve or what have you. But yeah, I mean, like our money is it's so much better off going to mutual aid at this point. It just is. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather directly help people than investing in something that is just not transparent and not run by people with good intentions.
Yeah, we'll put the word out for you. We know some other people that do like open music streams and like other stuff like that. So we'll put the word out and we'll share it. And you know that if you need like a thumbnail made or whatever, just let us know. We're here to help.
Awesome.
Jason Rodriguez said if they have a jumbotron, we can see their corruption.
That's true.
I don't think we need that though. Like, I think we're on to something
that seems
now.
a little bit like fancy for being just for an anti-war. Like
isn't a jumbotron the thing you go to like big concerts at Madison Square Garden and they have the video screen?
Yeah.
I don't
it's a big ass screen.
Like you need a big stage, like you need the whole big thing for that.
Well,
like it has its own structure.
But the best way they do it now is just a projection thing. So they can do it. They can do it for pretty fucking cheap and have a giant fucking video image on the wall if that's what they want to do. But to buy a specific jumbotron name brand thing, it's going to be wicked expensive and probably antiquated.
Vegan Succubus said, I feel like these groups who have registered as Incs and LLCs should be open with their books, be the opposite of MSM. And we want to make sure your opinions aren't bought and paid for. Yeah, who you know, like, how is it difficult to show what your funding is?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if people, and the thing is, I one of the people who responded to me said something about, if there's money left over, it's going to go to a nonprofit. Well, first of all, if you've watched my show, especially when it comes to healthcare, most of the healthcare organizations that say nonprofit are not nonprofit. They make profit because they get tax deductions worth way more than their actual profit. So just because something says nonprofit, look into it more. Trust me, 9 times out of 10, they are profitable. So and they didn't say what nonprofit. They didn't say if they know they're giving it or if they're working with them or, oh, it'll go to a nonprofit. Well, that's not good enough for me. I'm sorry. Like, I want more info. And I'm not doing this to be an asshole, and I'm not doing it to try and, like, fuck up an event. I'm doing it because this is something, if you're going to organize, you need to know you have to do this shit. To me, it seems like these people have never organized anything.
You have to have receipts. You have to have receipts for this stuff. And if somebody asks for it, you should be like, yeah, here it is, or have it publicly available. Have it available and ready to, you know, to show people. Like the whole, like mainstream media, we have to remember like what they kind of do, right? Like we don't know how much funding they get. We know who they get it from. And we're like, independent media is supposed to be independent of that kind of thing, and like we're supposed to be different than just the mainstream.
Well, you know, and I sent you screenshots last week, and yeah, I'm gonna call someone out by name because I think it's very important. There is a way that you can literally Google with shows that have been around more than a year. You can Google how much someone has made on Patreon, either by their name or their podcast. Okay, well, Brianna Joy Gray, in Patreon alone, just on Patreon, not super chats, not just random donations on her call-in, shit like that. Only Patreon, 30 to 40,000 per month. Okay, almost $500,000 a year. That does not
include Patreon. That's crazy.
That doesn't even include the super chat stuff. We're calling that independent media.
Revenue.
That is not independent media. Independent media is broke ass people like us sitting here with a fucking broken ass fucking green screen for the past 9 months that falls on my head. That's fucking independent media. But like, no, 30 to 40,000 per month. Okay, so plus, you know, the super chats, blah blah blah. So this is what I don't understand, and it's people's money. They can do what they want. I'm not telling people how to spend their money, but I don't understand how leftists or pseudo leftists or whatever would give $5 to that rather than $5 to streamers who are actually broke as fuck or actually activists and talking about the issues and stuff like that. That's what I don't understand. If I donate to someone, it's going to be to someone that I know is trying to make a difference, not someone who does not need my money at all.
The whole thing is just it's a mess. It's a fucking mess. And like we talked about it on your show, how fucked up indie media in general is. Like it's a big freaking circle jerk of hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Yep. It's funny though, because like, you know how like the big thing is like let's commentate on other commentators, like that's like the thing. So like I'm waiting till you know, I'm waiting till like ours end up there. Like, like they said about indie media, and they're right, but we're gonna act outraged. Fuck that shit. And you know, you gotta read the comments to me. I can't see what they say.
Jason Rodriguez said these people are stealing from the kind-hearted left.
Yeah,
they are. I mean, they are
clowns in this fucking circle, man.
And then Applejack said, Josh, Lucky, Stever, and Jason got into a war with indie leftists. Yeah, indie left media. Completely out of the blue because Jason asked for transparency with their financials because he's auditing the left. Like, he really is. He's asking everybody. And because he's doing that, across different, all over the spectrum, right? So he's asking everybody, and so Indie Left News decided that, he has hashtag Save Steve Cutler. It's a joke in his bio on Twitter. So suddenly, Steve is somehow to blame for this, and he goes and gets an email from like Steve. That Steve sent him like a month ago when he unsubscribed from all the alerts that he was getting. It was such a nothing burger that I didn't even know about it. Like, I had no idea that Steve even said anything to him because it wasn't like a thing. Like, Steve was just annoyed and was like, yeah. And Steve's like, yeah, I stand by what I said, but that was sent to him privately. But what did Indy do? He took a screenshot of it and put it up on Twitter and is like, oh, is this you?
Like that was a got
like, that's
you?
your fucking got you? That's your got you that you're going to take an email that Steve sent you like a month ago? You didn't reach back out. You didn't decide, like, maybe I'll reply to this because I have his email. I'll be an adult and I'll find out like, oh, if we supposedly had no beef, then why would you go find this email from a month ago and you weren't surprised that somebody told you to go fuck yourself and called you divisive? Like, you are literally causing drama and division in the indie left right now by doing this out of nowhere when Steve wasn't involved with anything.
Yeah.
Well, I did say that, you know, Jason asked me last night too. He's asking everyone, which is a fair question. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't hate Jason for it. Like, it's a fair question. I don't care.
But I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it said me and Steve are cool, so I'm pretty sure Steve didn't put him up to it.
No, Steve didn't do like Steve.
I didn't know anything about it until I was tagged in that tweet, and like, what the hell, dude? What are you doing?
I literally
people think to themselves. Like, we don't have like some kind of like ruling power over people. Like we're not puppet masters here or something. Like, what the hell?
Everybody, make me a sandwich.
Yeah.
Go.
Somebody rubbed my feet. I had a rough day at work.
Somebody rubbed my feet. I know, we're just gonna command people to do things or something.
Somebody rubbed Joy's feet.
Where does that even like come from? Like, who thinks that like you could just be like, oh, there's a hashtag Steve Cutler? Maybe Steve didn't even know about this hashtag. He doesn't know if Steve even knew until Steve was like, I was like, what are you talking about? I completely dismantled him on Twitter. I completely dismantled his argument. Like, oh, really? Like, you're acting as though, you know, Steve called you divisive in the email that you like released.
Josh just admitted that you were his puppet master. So,
Josh,
come clean.
I knew you were kinky.
I know it.
Josh, guess what? Skyla has 2 pairs of Crocs now. She has really cool ones.
Well, that's right.
She got.
Crocs are
there is no excuse for that shit. That's offensive.
Skyla got ones that have the fuzzy lining in them.
Super bougie.
I think from her dad.
What
she got them from
rich?
her dad.
Are you making money
because
off the internet?
we found out that she has like flat, like flat arches, like her feet are almost flat, like very low arches. And Crocs actually are really good structurally for your feet, is what her physical therapist said. Yeah. So she ended up
They are fucking ugly.
Yeah, just like I have those too.
I used to have the fuzzy ones. I love them, and they're great for this time of year. So she got a pair. She got them for like Yule or Christmas or whatever from her dad, and so she got a fuzzy pair, and they're like swirly, like tie dye looking and stuff. Super cool. So Josh, because he wears green Crocs. Well, at least I know he did wear green Crocs.
Sorry, God.
Jenna said,
probably most of the audience has at least one pair. I mean, people say they're comfortable. I don't know.
I used to, but you would probably like them if you tried them. You would probably love them.
I think I'm scared to. I think that's probably accurate. And that's
She's
why
scared of Crocs, guys. She's Croc-phobic.
Oh, let me try.
She got crocophobia.
She's Croc-phobic.
Yes, anti-Croc. But you know what, though? They literally look like garden gnomes to me. Like, they are like garden gnome shoes.
Steve is a garden gnome, a real life one.
I'm intentionally trying to morph myself into a garden gnome. It's working out pretty good so far. I'm going to need some Crocs, I guess, eventually.
So, people are calling out Nick Brana, and Vegan said he's shady as fuck, and his father manage all the finances, no transparency and stuff like that. So when people are noticing that there's a past behavior of not showing transparency, and then he's involved with something, and people are asking questions, and what do people do? Instead of actually address it and say, you know what, we should look into that. We should find out, they're if they are posted on their website or whatever it is, right? Instead of saying yes, let's vote for transparency. This is what we want with our elected officials, right? But, and indie media is different somehow. I don't know.
And I want to be very clear. I am comrades with several of the speakers. I have no issues with them. I have no issues with, probably most of the organizers. I don't know who they are. My issue is taking someone with a shady history of accusations of monetary fraud of years and asking for an outrageous amount of money that, as someone who's organized, I know is not necessary. Those are my two issues. It has nothing to do with the speakers or the people behind the scenes who are actually organizing. I just want to know from the people in charge, or whatever you say, however it's lined up. That's my concern, is the money. And Vegan asked, numerous times too, is he involved with the money? That's the thing. Because I went to DC for Draft Bernie, and they had raised over $80,000. And I asked it specifically. I said, "What?" We knew he was going to say no. He said no over and over again. We came here for this huge weekend anyway, which was awesome. I'm gonna lie. That's where I met Brother Cornell and a bunch of people. So it was still worth it. But we knew he was gonna. We knew he was gonna say no. So now what happens to the $86,000 or whatever the fuck it was? He said, "Well, I'm gonna give it back." No.
Dave Crosby died.
Are you serious?
Is that correct?
Really?
Peace Job just asked me to sing Laughing Lady, and
what?
Yeah, I said rest in peace. Wow. Try to tell Dave Crosby. People don't listen. That's terrible.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Where?
Oh, yeah. Damn. You know what? He came out for Bernie in 2016, so I thought he was cool. But did you see what he did to that guy a couple months back on Twitter? That was fucked up.
I've seen him do and say some really heinous, dumb, like super shit-lived things. Rob Reiner level fucking garbage from Dave Crosby. But
this was extra low because this was directed at a person. A guy made a painting of him, like took his time and made a painting of him.
I remember
and
that.
David Crosby put him on blast and said it was ugly.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like he retweeted, quote tweeted, and I was like, that is the meanest thing I've ever seen. Why would oh my God. I was just like, you have to have like just be not a good person to do something like that. And it really just like now when I hear his music, it's just not the same. I just thought it was so horrible. I can't imagine like donating my time and money and energy into this, this painting, whether it was good or not, and then having the person like call me out and make fun of it on social media. That was fucked up. As you guys can tell, I'm not one of those like don't speak ill of the dead. I'm still gonna keep it real. Like that's the thing I think of when I hear his name, and it's a shame, but
I speak truth. I speak truth, and if you wanted better things said about you, then you should have behaved better.
So on that note, let's talk about because I asked this on Facebook. Okay, so I was talking about, and please everyone in the comments chip in too. I was talking about what is the thing you want to be remembered as? One word when you die. The thing that first comes to mind. Like, what is your wish? What do you really, truly hope? I was struggling with it, but I think a lot of people had good. I kind of stuck between kind and funny or witty. Those are like to me like the best.
Mine's like integrity. Honestly, being an honest person or the integrity like that, because that really, I really value that. I really do.
I think
like a truth teller, an authentic person.
I like to cut David Crosby a little slack for being fucked up on painkillers and being, generally a dude who was fucked up a lot all the time, and maybe not so much at the end, or maybe more at the end. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? If you have an unlimited budget and you have a history of doing drugs, you kind of tend to just do whatever the fuck you want. And, he went through like many organ transplants and different things, and, wrote some amazing music, has like probably my favorite voice in the fucking, in the folk rock realm besides Garcia. Like him and Garcia together sound fucking, oh my God.
So Ed amazing. Said, but if they see your receipts, they get scared. They want you young and exploitable. Yeah.
That's true. And what do some of the people, what are some of the, I saw someone said real, and I like that. I really like that.
Real is good.
Someone said poo-pah or something. I can't read what it says. It looked like poo-pah or something, but I'm sure it didn't say that.
Let me go down and find out. Aram said you were 100%. That was like a few minutes ago. Well, I'm getting there.
DJ Ed.
Does Jason say insatiable?
Insatiable?
I missed that.
Jason's need for honesty is like a drug. It's he needs the facts.
DJ L said, "Are we ready to have real conversations, or are we waiting for something?"
Are we ready to have real conversations? I don't know.
We've had a real conversation.
We've been talking about real things in a real way.
Now this is a real conversation. I want to know what people want to be remembered as. This is important. What else?
I'm getting down there. Miguel said Steve Cutler. Okay.
Oh, he wants to be known for that, Steve. Oh.
That's nice. Miguel rules.
Let me see.
Pretty Peggy.
I'm like way behind, aren't I?
She can't
Okay.
hear you no more.
Okay, I'm like where comments where people were talking about Crocs.
Scroll to the bottom. Jenna Whoopty, we're talking about what is one word that you'd like to be known for when you die, if we die.
Oz Whistle said, I've been bathing in Savage Joy's ruthless truth for years.
Do what?
Dennis, he's been bathing in Savage Joy's ruthless truth for years.
Who said that?
Oz Whistles.
Oh, thank you.
Jenna said, I don't want to be remembered.
Well, that's tough shit.
Yeah, like that's just not gonna work.
I remember your ass every single day.
Jason said, a cold-hearted one word. Oh, John Kemper said, my grandchildren call me Peepaw.
Peepaw.
Peepaw. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Peepaw. Okay, so I wasn't that far off.
Ghost Start said, honest.
That's definitely a good one.
Jenna just goes, that was a dick move. I'm not sure what that was for, but
I think she was talking about Crosby and the painting.
oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
That was the
Oh, yeah, probably.
that's the
I was going to
nearest
say, I
it
blew you a kiss. How the fuck is that a dick move?
DJ Elf said they think Brianna Joy Gray is what an activist looks like. So that's what is what an activist looks like.
Oh,
Brianna
She
Joy
is?
Gray.
that's what. An
That's what
activist looks
people think, like,
Yeah.
you know, so they donate money.
I lose my shit with that because honestly, like, people say that, like, people start threads, like, name your favorite activist, and, like, they put her in, and I'm like, okay, first of all, she has not been in the streets since Force the Vote. That's a fact.
Mhm.
Okay, that was over 2 years ago. And second of all, she doesn't even have activists on her show. So not only is she not an activist, she doesn't help support activists. And I can tell you from those of us on Emperor and for All, we've reached out to her time and time again. She follows me. I've done shows with her before. She knows who I am. So, and I've met her in person. And I've reached out to her. Do you want to be a speaker? Do you want this? No response. Never. Not once. Or I tweeted her. Like I said, she follows me. No response. I even hit her up, 2 weeks ago and said, let's do another show together about Force the Vote for the 2-year anniversary. She follows me. Everyone shared it and tagged her and stuff. No response. So, and then I know she told 2 of my comrades who were doing an event that she would have them on. She never did. And I know 2 other organizers who have been ghosted by her too. So when people call her an activist, it really, really frustrates me. It's because she's not in any sense of the word. And to me, if you are not an activist, at the very least, you should platform activists. And she doesn't.
So to answer more of your question, Josh Davis said he wants to be remembered as a high tier internet troll. Little said
Goals.
genuine. He wants to be remembered as genuine.
I like that.
I think that's a good one. Let's see.
What if there's if someone puts you in a T-shirt that says "internet troll" or something? That'd be kind of rad.
We can make him a T-shirt. We can make it like the design and put it up on the what is that site used that we have T-shirts on, Steve?
Redbubble.
Redbubble. We can put it on Redbubble.
Yeah.
Like we can, as people can get, Josh internet troll #1 high tier internet troll shirts.
Enter name here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, that would be really funny because then everyone could like fill in their own name.
We'd make bank, I bet, because people could enter other people's names. They wouldn't just put themselves.
Oh my God.
I think we're onto something.
We can make it like where you Sharpie the name in.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thanks, yo. We'll give you a percentage. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. So I think Jenna Colby, she says joy is a dick move. Say it in a metal voice. I think she wants you to say that's a dick move in a metal voice.
That's a dick move. Kiss me. This is why we can't do shows together, okay? This is why.
Why? Because you have
I use my metal voice and stuff.
Because we feel better after, because we laugh about all the craziness that's happening around us, so we don't go crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. I just love that you guys laugh at my really stupid sense of humor. Because at work, every time I say something, it's crickets. Like, it could be the funniest shit in the world, crickets. And quite honestly, I think because a lot of them are, like, below my level of wit. But
Jenna just said, oh my God, I almost just beat my pants.
What's that?
Jenna Colby said that she almost just beat her pants.
You're welcome. See, this is what's gonna happen. Next time I go to Jenna's for the weekend, she's gonna be like, say this, say this. Okay, now say this. Okay, say this.
I know, we're gonna have a bunch of shorts. Jenna's gonna be texting me with the short clips.
We just gotta get her to say like different sentences, and then we can make like really heavy industrial fucking EDM music with it, like
ringtones really and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't. Oh my God. Okay, wait. I have to think if this is a good idea or bad idea, but what if we made like a remix for my mutual aid concert?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, we should do it, and then we should make it like where people can like buy like the little like album or GIF and you know what I mean, something to help someone mutual aid or something.
It's a good idea. We can manufacture this. Yeah.
We'll figure out a way to help our community with it.
We're gonna help our community with some metal from Joy.
You want to share, kids? Oh, get this ringtone. Only $1.99, and we'll give it to mutual aid.
Right.
Yeah, right. Donate something to mutual. Like here's a mutual aid list. Pick somebody, send somebody $1.99, and then
that would be awesome if we just say like different shit like as ringtones. People could just download.
Yeah.
Mutual aid tones, we'll call them.
Amazing. Yeah. Mutual aid tones. Oh my God, I can't.
Oh, I love it.
Just brainstorming.
I don't even drink or smoke or anything, but I feel like if I ever did smoke, which I've actually never done, true story, that I would be like this. So I don't know if I am like absorbing the smoke through the screen or how that works.
It's just our.
There's a lot of
energy.
THC on the other end of them wires. That's all I can say. I don't know if you can feel it, but humanity is wired with some fucking crazy shit.
It's
Oh my god.
man, I think some people need to just like. I mean, I don't think even weed's the answer for them because I
Lilo
know
said Leo's
certain
going to
people-
need a tiny double bass kit.
Let's see. Jason Rodriguez said, "You got to get Steve to wear short shorts. Send it to my Twitter." Oh God,
my
Jason, I don't think so. You don't want to see Steve's legs like that.
Exactly
No,
what are you
they have
brand
to be
for?
80s, like paint spot. Yeah.
Steve's got like thin little like I call them chicken legs.
I call them chicken legs, she said. And like that's endearing, right? Because you've seen chicken legs, right? What the
Oh,
fuck,
that's
man?
so sweet. Oh my god, that is so
You-
sweet.
You have cute little legs. They're just you have little legs. I feel like a fucking Viking, okay? I'm like the
Yeah, that's better than,
one you want.
legs
in
look like
apocalypse.
sausages.
I am like, oh, like I'm super strong and musty. Like I am, and I have like this crazy super strength. Ask Steve.
She got crazy.
How
strength.
tall are you, Lucky?
She's 7'3".
I'm not. I'm only
And
5
she does
foot.
or
I'm
doesn't have
5'3".
She has webbed
I'm
feet.
5'2". Everybody's always like, "How tall are you?" Because I'm like such a big personality, and I'm like 5'2". And when people meet me in person, they're always like, "You're so much shorter than I thought you'd be." And
I
I'm
know
like,
people
"Guys,
always think I'm tall. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I think that I don't know, being shorter, I think we have to be bigger and bubblier, you know? I don't know.
that could be. We have more energy in a condensed space."
We're a fun
Yeah.
size.
Jason, you got to lay off the moon rocks if it's causing you to want to see me in short shorts. Okay.
You don't want to see Steve in short shorts.
So I'm
I
just-
kind of do, though.
It's self-awareness, you know. You got to.
We'll have a calendar. We can do
Oh
a
my
calendar.
God.
Can you imagine? Oh
The
my God.
Independent News calendar. Ah.
Oh man.
Maybe if it was just our pets. Maybe if we had cute, all of our cute pets.
Ooh. Well, I'll have
Pets
you
are
know,
way better
Joshua
than imagining.
was Miss November. There was a shelter calendar, and it was 250, 200, 150, 100, 50, 25, and then she won top 12. So she was Miss November in the
Wow.
shelter calendar.
That's awesome.
My little centerfold.
Oz Whistle said, "Joy metal. We have ourselves a new genre."
That's fair,
Yeah.
Drew. I have worn shorts and played concerts before. That's true, but
They're not short
not
shorts.
short, not Bob Weir like cutoffs length. You know what I mean?
It needs to be like paint spot. Like I keep seeing these like purple with pink and lime green paint spots.
Wow,
I need to look online and see if
That's
I can
vivid.
find it.
that's a vivid image.
I'll wear them and then send them to you. You
Okay.
wear them, take a picture, and then Lucky wear them, take a picture, and then we can put us all together in the same shorts.
Excellent. That's a fucking great idea.
No.
We can make like a little workout video with them. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Training
My
shorts.
store started selling leotards again. Okay, leotards. I haven't seen those
Leotards.
in 40 years.
Are you making fun of our dog? What?
No,
Yeah,
I don't. Oh, no, not really, leotard.
Yes, yes, and Dickies, and I don't mean the cool punk rock Dickies. I mean the white turtleneck things that are just a neck and cut off, and then you tuck it in your shirt. Yeah, those came back too.
God damn.
What?
Jason says he's setting up my OnlyFans page right now.
Oh my
I
God.
said we could create an OnlyFans for Medicare for All, and I was the only one down to do it, so it didn't really work.
Vicky Adams says, only if I do it with the unicorn wig. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Lucky might be down with that.
I have a rainbow tie-dye skirt I could make Steve wear.
Oh,
You could
okay.
make me
Well,
wear.
is it above the knee or at
You
the
sound
ankle?
entirely.
It's a full like hippie skirt.
You
Like
sound
No, it
entirely
needs
too
to be a
confident
little
when
above
you
the
said
knee.
that. That was a little too confident.
that I could bribe you to wear it. I could bribe him.
Yeah, I'll pretty much do anything for like good concentrates.
What? No idea what exactly that means or where to get one, but I'm sure Lucky does.
Ask around.
I'm just gonna go on Twitter and be like, "Hi, I need to find a concentrate."
No.
No, well, a specific one, and it would be a cannabis-based one, you know.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh. Oh my god.
I am actually going to bounce, but thank you so much for having me on as usual, and thanks for like putting up with me ranting. Like I said, I just didn't want to go live at the same time because I'm not, gonna be a dick like that. So
no, yeah, we that like I'm always welcome. You're always welcome to come in and crash the show.
Oh yeah,
Always.
that was fun. Record those sound bites for us so we can make a metal album.
Oh my god, yes.
Come on, it's for the kids. Do it for the kids, Joy.
Do it for the kids. Absolutely.
I don't know what kids specifically he's talking about.
The ones who need it to be sold for mutual aid.
The mutual
Whoever
aid.
that benefits, those kids.
Okay.
The kids to be sold for mutual aid?
No, the music to be sold for mutual aid for the kids.
Oh, I was like, that's not a good joke. That's not funny.
You had it a little inverted there, a little twisted in the middle.
Oh my god, I can't.
That was so
can't.
great.
So thanks so much for having me again. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and your comments. I love it. If you could please go to Savage Joy Marie Man. I have a rock fan and a YouTube. YouTube keeps taking away my people. On Rockfin, I have 4,500. On YouTube, I have like 900 something because they keep taking away my people. So if you could please subscribe, it would help me out. So maybe I could actually get monetized again, which would be nice.
Please subscribe.
Wait, they took your monetization away?
You have to have at least 1,000.
You have to maintain at least 1,000.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. And all of a sudden I lost like 3,000 subscribers. So yeah. That's
so messed up.
Fuckers.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody should go and subscribe to Savage Joy. Do we have?
Yeah, I'm usually this adorable every show, so it's worth it.
She's easily this adorable at every show, so catch her on her.
Oh, that's what I love. It's just like, yeah, and I'm like joking.
She might sing more metal on Lucky's show, but that's
Thanks for having me.
I'm grabbing your link right now.
Nobody is ever going to take me seriously again. I have some very serious guests coming up, like some very well-known serious guests, and
nice.
I just hope they don't watch me doing shit like this.
No,
they might have more respect for you because
they
it's
will
real.
because they can see that you're being fun and yourself and having fun, and that's important. You got to do that.
That's true.
You can't be serial all
You can't be
the
totally
time.
serial all the time, bro.
Not serial all the time.